I really wanted to upgrade my PlayStation 5 for a while, and now actually I have a chance to do that because we are seeing Gen 4 capabilities finally on our PlayStation 5, and that means that it's supported. We can actually install these technologies. So today I'm going to check out the XPG GAMMIX S70 BLADE. I have it on the 1TB version, and I'm going to check it out with you guys today, so I hope you're going to enjoy it. Let's take a look at the installation, which is not that hard. So this is it, that's the XPG GAMMIX S70 BLADE, as you can see here. And if you actually have a chance to look at the box before you buy it, there are a couple of things you want to take a look at before buying any SSD hardware. The first thing, especially when buying it for the PlayStation 5, is just checking that it's a Gen 4 SSD, because that's what you need for the PlayStation 5. And in this case, also seeing that we have 1TB of capacity. In the back we see that we get the speeds, or the speeds rating from the manufacturer, in this case 400 megabytes read speed and 6,800 megabytes write speeds. That's the actual SSD. On the top we are seeing that we get the heatsink, which is actually something we need to install ourselves, and on the bottom we'll have the actual storage itself. And sorry for my English, by the way, I'm doing this video in multiple languages just to let you guys know how I actually enjoy using this specific storage. So that's the storage itself. One thing you want to look at is when installing the heatsink, you gotta install it over the chipset itself and not over the warranty sticker, which is on the back of the chip. In this case you are seeing my installation, and do take your time when doing that installation. I'm going to take out the sticker on the back and basically place it on top of the chipset. You also want to make sure that you are not placing the heatsink over the connector, the NVMe connection, because if you're going to do that, it's going to be very hard for you to install the chipset in a moment on the PlayStation 5. On the other side, we also have the screw, where the screw is going to come in, so make sure you also don't block that when installing this heatsink. So do take your time, it's really important. The next step we want to do is open the PlayStation 5, and as you can see right now, you have to push it forward and then pick it up. There are some pins that's why you have to push it forward. Many people have actually destroyed the PlayStation 5 cover because they didn't push forward before they tried to pick it up. And after doing that, you can open the cover for the SSD or the SSD slot. Here you can install different types of SSD, depends on the size of the SSD you purchased. In my case, the 2280, that's the version I have. So I'm basically just gonna place it inside right now at an angle and then push it in down low so it can go inside. That's the way you install SSDs without putting too much pressure on the connector. After that, we're gonna screw in the screw, as you can see here, and then we're gonna have to close everything up because that's the installation procedure. So it's really easy, nothing too hard, especially in this case with the XPG GAMMIX S70 BLADE. The only thing you do need to do is to install the heatsink, which is another step in this installation. After that, I turned on the PlayStation 5. You'll see that the first dialog you're gonna get is the format window, which basically formats your SSD drive so you can play games and install games on top of it. And then you're gonna get the most important screen. It's the speed test screen, which you can see right here. I got 6,147 megabytes per second read speed, and I'm gonna show you what you do need for a PlayStation 5, but that's enough to get all your games on this drive and play them. And if you go to the storage settings window, you can choose between the console storage or the M.2 storage when you install new games. You can also move games to that specific storage, which is something we're going to do right now with Astro's Playroom, which really uses your SSD to the fullest extent because it needs to do a lot of read-write operations, especially read operations because you're playing games. It's a 10 gigabyte file, 11 gigabyte file, and as you can see right now, the move is at around 1.7 gigabytes per second, which is great. And actually I found it to be faster than the copying procedure I did when I copied back to the console from this storage. So I did get really fast operation speed when writing onto this storage. Now we're going to play the game, because the most important thing you want to do with this SSD storage is actually try out the games and play them. And we are running Astro's Playroom right now, which is an amazing game. It's basically a tech demo, a very short one, but everyone will really enjoy it. I have the platinum trophy on it, and I love this game. So the first thing I want to check out is the loading speeds when moving between levels. So I'm going to head out to the jungle level right now, the GPU jungle, and just going to check out if the loading speed is the same from what I got while playing on the internal storage. And as you just saw, it's really fast. The game works really well. It's now installed on top of the GAMMIX S70 BLADE, and I did get what I wanted from it, which is the same procedure or behavior I did get before having an external SSD storage, just like using the internal one. So it works amazingly well. As you can see right now, I can play the game. I actually went on and played the game for a couple of hours after this, so I did check out that I don't get any heat issues or something that might disturb me during gameplay, including loading times that didn't change. So this specific SSD will work for you greatly on a PlayStation 5, and obviously on your PC or anywhere you'll install it as a Gen 4 SSD. The last thing I want to show you guys is that the PlayStation specification, when they talk about how fast an SSD should be for you to get the correct speeds, is that you should have a read speed of 5,500 megabytes per second. So now we're getting more than 6,100 or 6,100 megabytes per second. That means that we have enough read speeds to play PlayStation games on this M.2 SSD, and it gets the job done, as you just saw. So I hope you enjoyed my test over here. If you did, definitely think about subscribing to the channel by clicking on the red button down below. I actually do just gadget reviews here on RotoDeal. That's the only thing that I do, and I'm sure you're gonna enjoy my next videos if you like this one, because I'm going to keep on upgrading and testing these gadgets that I get to the fullest. Thank you very much for watching. I was RotoDeal. I'm going to put two videos over here for you to watch. These are more recommendations for cool reviews that I did on this channel. Another one over here, and the option to subscribe over here. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.